Hey guys, this is Heretic, and this is the Golem update for January 3rd, 2021. This is the first video I've done in 2021. And in this video, I'm going to compare the Revenge calculator against the Crit March that everyone's using, that I've been using for a while now. So let's go ahead and get right with it. So using the Revenge .game calculator, this is what it came up for me. I have, with my 608,510 March capacity, it's telling me to put in these amounts, 274 infantry all the way down to the tier 1. Same bow, it's like an inverted pyramid with T12 down to T1. Same on Cav, same on Siege. So I've gone in, and this takes a long time to set up, right? But if it works, it's worth it, right? You set it up, and this would, and he does have a calculator, I believe, for PvP as well that might be good. So I've gone in and I've added it as a March number 5. All the other things I'm going to leave the same, and I'll show you some of the other stuff that I've done. But you can look through here, and, I have everything set up already, all the way through, following the recommendations. And I've left off at the top on Cav, and I'm going to fill in with that. Let me get up here because I wasn't fully buffed at that time. And I'm still not completely 100% buffed. Oh goodness, scrolling is fun, isn't it? Alright, and there's still, I believe, a little bit more to add there. Yeah, I need 44,151. I'm still not completely buffed. I haven't done my Colossal yet. And this time I'm going to move a little bit closer so it's not a long distance march over to Mr. Golem. Okay. Alright, let's see how far away I am from Golem. Uh, 54 seconds. That's pretty good. I'm gonna actually move just a little bit closer, I think. Just a wee bit closer if I can find a good spot. And actually further away, but not in going through the forest will speed me up, most likely. I don't care. I have lots of teleports. Good at wasting them. Now, let's move right over here. Depending on lag, it can take me about 30 seconds to do the switch completely. Alright, that's good. 28 seconds. So let's go over some of the things that I do normally. And in some of my older videos you would have already seen this, but I'm going to go ahead and go through it one more time just in case. I'm doing this as a crazy person, first off. I'm going all out for Golem, for rewards I don't need. But in a way, it's to see how you can maximize your damage. When we do face Portal or other PvE events, kind of knowing what you can do and the things that you can do to improve it is important. And this is also beneficial to anyone who, is in their 30s, maybe just hit 40 and they're actually wanting to compete. They want the rewards from Golem. And in addition, we have a merger coming up for Kingdoms 1 through 750. This March, and the things that I do here will maximize the damage that you can do in Phase 1 of the Kingdom merger. Okay, So the first thing you're going to need is the Crown of Command. You can buy it in the store. Okay, so you want to equip that. The second thing you're going to want to do is set your Hero Council, and you're going to want to appoint Sir Gawain. And he will increase the number of troops that you can send. Okay? So those two things you will switch as soon as you send out your troops to face Golem. As soon as the march leaves, you'll come in and you'll swap them out for your normal, your Dragon Blade if you have it. If you don't have a Dragon Blade, don't worry about switching it. Obviously, just leave it. Or you can, and you'll want to switch to your normal hero. So you would come in here, and this is where it takes time. You would want to come in and pick your normal and switch over, right? Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have your city buffs activated. You want your highest march capacity and your highest attack buff. The next thing that you'll want, and we'll stay here at the castle, is you click the castle and go to Appearance, go to Accolade, and there are 4 critical accolades to help you with damage, and you'll want to do this for PvP and PvE. You want to make sure these are always activated. You get these 4, if I can find them, 3, 4. You get these from the Labyrinth. They give you 10% damage to cav, 10% damage to infantry, 10% to bow, and 10% to your army damage. Those are all really critical. You should always have them. You can get them, I believe, every 4 days off of the Labyrinth. So it's one of the main reasons you want to do the labs, other than the inherent buffs you get from clearing floors. Okay, so you need that. The next thing you need is you need to set your war tomes. Depending on how many war tomes you have, you want to focus on bow and cav, and this is only for PvE, obviously. For PvP, you want to focus on infantry, then bow, then cav. Okay, but for Golem, for your Kingdom Merger Phase 1 attacks, you want to focus on bowmen and cavalry. I'll show you how I have them set up. Arrows of Vengeance, max, tier 12, tier 11, tier 10, tier 9, I would fill this up if I had more. And then on Cav, I did Defiant Charge, and then I did my tier 12. And these are all damage increasers. Okay, the other buff that I haven't applied yet is the Colossal March. This should get me up to 608, 510. So whenever you're thinking about your Kingdom Merger Phase 1 attack event, you want to do whatever you can to increase your march capacity and increase the damage output that you can do. So big damage increase for these types of things would come from your bow damage here, and your cav damage, and your normal attacks that you get off of, you know, from your stats, right? So one of the things that you do to get with using the revenge calculator to set everything up is you have to actually run an attack against a rally against barbs, you know, just to pull your normal damage with the same heroes, which I always use Dendrain and Brutus, and this is what every one of these big guys are using. So if anyone tells you different, they're lying to you, and they're trying to make sure that you don't get your max damage to compete with them in the event. So using those, you know, you can come in here and you can see what your troop attack and your infantry attack, cavalry attack, and all those. All of these attacks will help you, except for, well, it depends. When the revenge, all of these attacks will help you, percentages, and your damage. Here, your bowman. I'm sorry, up here. Your bowman, cavalry, infantry, and army damage are also critical to you know, maximizing the amount of output that you put in these types of events. So I have everything set up. I'm a pretty decent distance away from Golem, so that once I start the march, I can actually do the switch. My normal march is here, would be march number 4, and this is a crit march. I'm going to show you how I have it set up. Goodness, I don't know what I did. I clicked too many times. So here. So again, Dendrine and Brutus. A little bit of cav, high amounts of bow, and there's 6 total troop types. So I have tier 10 bow, tier 9 bow, here, and I have tier 11 bow, tier 11 cav, tier 12 bow, and tier 12 cav. What we did see last week is if you adjust a little bit up on your cav, you know, to balance things out a little bit, that it will actually help you in the long run. So whenever I do use my Colossal March buff, I'm going to put everything I have left into tier 12 cavalry. So that'll be another, you know, 10k that I'll add to that. Okay, so, and then I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So go ahead and apply this. And I'm going to go ahead and set my marches just to make things quicker. There we go. Oh, 618, so I have a little bit more. I'm going to give it a save. Alright, and in here, I want to match what I'm told is 44,151. And I'm going to put the rest in bow that I have left over. Alright, just to be fair. Okay, so now we've got that set up. So now I'm going to actually start the event. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to attack. You know, I have my Crown of Command and I have my Sir Gawain set up. I'm ready to do the switch on them. If you don't have enough time for whatever reason, switching out your actual hero will be the most important part of the swap. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to select 5. That's the revenge calculator. I'm going to verify that I have 618,000 troops in here that are set. I have 45 seconds. Perfect. Plenty of time. Start my attack. Go to Heroes. Go to Appoint Heroes. And I'm going to swap out to Medic. And I'm going to swap to my Dragon Blade. When you do a swap on your relics, you want to go back till you see your character, and then you want to close. If you don't do that, the game will bug out every once in a while, and then you won't have enough time to reload the game and do the swap out. So we're going to let this guy run. "40 seconds isn't too bad to wait. Alright, let's see how we did. Alright, 310, or 3.1 million. I usually do 34 and above, like, every time. I'm going to do one more on the revenge calculator. I'm not too... there's no stress here, but I'm not thinking it's going to even compete with the march, with the crit march. So, okay, let's go switch my hero again. And I'm going to do all 5, because I don't really care if I win. Okay. Alright, let's send March number 2 out. Alright, 618, 618, all good. Alright, let's do my swap. Oops. plenty of time. And now I'm going to go ahead and let this run, and then when I finish the 5 attacks with my revenge, I'm going to switch over to my normal crit march attack, and then at the end we'll compare and see who the winner is. If you have another calculator that you use, please comment on this video so that next time I can pick one of those and we can try and see how it does, how it performs. I'm not worried about, you know, someone else's calculator doing better than mine. It doesn't matter. In the end, I want to make sure that everybody is able to maximize their damage in these events that are critical to your kingdoms and the way that the merge is going to work. Alright, take care and enjoy the music.
Bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a nigga who lying for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust it. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why are you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you bitches are thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and doubt on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. Fuck all the pictures, dimensions. I don't with your digits, I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it.
Thinking, need a light for the ideas. I'm in a splash zone with the brain waves. I shoot for stars up and my aim is straight. I lay in the sand line in the Palisades. I'm Alec Baldwin with the angry face. I'm Christian Bale with the black on black. Man, fuck these thoughts, I'd rather save the day. But if your man is a problem, then we can change the pace. Mom's is worried, I need to change my ways. I maybe cop the crib, I need the redwoods. Rake the leaves up from the money trees. Plant the seed front and behind the scenes. I painted the dream how I live it. Well, smart and beware, they venom. I swear that I'm sick, I've got issues. I'm sick with these bars, bitch, I'm privileged. Bent off a sips of elixir. Bankroll need the commas and digits. My mannered, I'm honest intended. Lay low, not too much for attention. But Ben had shit poppin', I mentioned. The shit in this life, I'm offended. Fuck it, it's clear, I get it though. Give a fuck less about how they feel, that's my mood. My life been the tree, that shit looking vibrant. The pilot they know I'm fly shot it. Not much to say about the product goddess. Go ahead and let them decide about me. State of mind that I've acquired. No question, my method can't check on me. That's just the hatred to fuel the fire. Got chillin', no kind. That's just the way we define it. Chase after mine, yeah. Give me my space, watch me in line. Pardon the tone, yeah. That's just the...
Hey guys, so I'm finished now. As you can see, and I'll put all the numbers up. You know, 3.1, let's say 3.1 if we round up there. 3.1 if we round up there. 3.1 if we round up there. It's pretty consistent at least. And let's say 3.1 if we round up there. So, right, so then let's go over, we have 3.56. Let me make sure I get just the 5 here. Alright, 3.56, 3.43, 3.53, and 3.54. So you can see the crit overall will have about 48 million more damage or so, and I'll put the exact numbers down over the revenge calculator. And when I say that, this is for me. So I have 40% crit, so crit is going to do better for me than it would be if someone had 20% crit or less crit. You're going to start off the game, you're going to use calculators that are like Revenge's, which are Mixed March. They're going to work out a lot better for you in the beginning. Once you start training and you start building up your crit percentage, you're going to want to switch to a crit march kind of like mine. You're going to want to, it's going to be, 6 total troops, all bow and cav, with only a little cav compared to bow. You're going to want to use, your highest tier bow. You're going to want to go down 4 of those, and you're going to want to use your 2 top tier cav in those marches. Something interesting here. It looks like you can only get your rewards when you attack the Christmas Golem now. Where's Christmas Golem? I don't see him anymore. I only see Golem. So what gives KOA? Come on, man. Anyway, enjoy your week. All of you kingdoms that are doing your merge, I highly recommend using a crit march, using Dendrain and Brutus with high bow and a little cav. Work it out with whatever your best stats are. If you have super high cav stats compared to your bow damage, use a little bit more cav than I would. My bow's higher than my cav, so I'm going to use more bow. Overall, if the stats are exactly the same, you're going to want to go with more bow than cav anyway for this. Anyway, leave me comments. Tell me if you use a different calculator you want me to to go against. I'll be happy to. Anyway, have a great week. Thanks a lot. Take care.